I will upload the materials and the preset with no effect. So you guys try the tutorial yourself. Add the effect Turbulent displace. First keyframe 0, second keyframe in X and Y offset 9999. Add this graph. Strength, first keyframe 0.060, second keyframe 0. Add this graph. Click X. Scale, 0.06. Octaves 9. Screen space on. Duplicate the effect. Add effect tiles. Add the effect Oscillate. Angle, 270. Frequency, first keyframe 16, last keyframe 6. Magnitude, first keyframe 500, second keyframe 0. Add this graph. Add the effect Random Displacement. Magnitude, first keyframe 875, last keyframe 0. Add this graph. Evolution, first keyframe 0, last keyframe 6.90. Add this graph. Add the effect again. Magnitude, first keyframe 145. Middle keyframe 0. Add this graph. Evolution, first keyframe 0, middle keyframe 5. Add this graph. Add the effect again. Magnitude 20. Evolution, first keyframe 0, second keyframe 5. Add effect motion blur. Add effect Gaussian blur. First keyframe 0.350. Middle keyframe 0. Add this graph. Add the effect exposure and gamma. Exposure, first keyframe 1, second keyframe 0. Add this graph. Add the effect Oscillate. Angle 0. Frequency 1.20. Magnitude 15. Add the effect pinch bulge. Add the effect pinch bulge. First keyframe 0.20, second keyframe 0, third keyframe 1. Add this graph between first to keyframe. Add this graph between to last keyframes. Radius max out. Add effect zoom blur. Keyframe 0. Last keyframe 0.30. Add this graph. We are done with the shake. Now copy the layer and paste the effect in other layers. Now the CC. Add a shape and click stretch to composition area. Add effect copy background. Add effect hot color. Opacity 60. Blending contrast, soft overlay. Add another shape. Add the effect gradient overlay. Color 1 white, color to black. Scale 1.70. Alpha 66. Blending mode multiply. Add effect exposure. Exposure 0.43. Add effect sharpen. Strength 0.13. Radius 1.6. Add effect saturation and vibrance. Saturation -30. Vibrance 1.20. Add effect brightness and contrast. Brightness -1. Contrast 8. Add effect highlights and shadows. Shadow 40. Add effect saturation and vibrance. Saturation 33. Add effect rays. X offset -175. Length 1. Intensity 0.50. Add a shape. Add effect threshold. Threshold 0.70. Add effect spectral map. Saturation 1. Color 1 white. Color to black. Color 3 black. Turn on scale brightens. Add effect Gaussian blur. Strength 1.45. Opacity 30. Blending, lighten, screen. Done.